EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Buffalo. Pierre Strong on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down. Midfield. First and 10. Now the veteran, it's Nyheim Hines. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Winston to throw on first down. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. They bring Judy in motion. Here's Hines. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down throw for Jameis. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Nyheim Hines. Touchdown, Browns. And now they want to show they mean business here. Offense going to remain out there and try for 2. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away. And just like that, the lead is 8-0. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Here's Allen to throw. That's caught left side by Cooper. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Denzel Ward in on the tackle. Look him up on a second down and 8. Here's Allen to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Not quite to the end zone, but in great possession, out of bounds at the 3. Big play there for the Bills. 42 yards. It'll be first and goal when we come back. It's the Browns with the advantage. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's Cook. And he'll go down. back at the 4. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Now Allen. A throw on the move is caught. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll run. It's Cook. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out, and they go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They bring Judy in motion. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run. This is Hines. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Winston. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. Well, pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Winston. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. This is brought in downfield by Judy. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Here's Chubb. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's got his big tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Whoa. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Now Allen on 1st down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
2nd down and 3. A run with Hines. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. On the handoff, This is Chubb. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. One more time, it's Chubb. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Chance to get him closer to that finish line. It is 3rd and 2. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jameis Winston, touchdown Browns. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. They run a toss to Chubb. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there as he did not only a great job.
And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
From the gun on third down, it's Winston. Downfield for Njoku. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC North foes. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. All that and more coming up next.
Let's go. Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got this great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, I mean, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years,
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Dak going to put it up right away. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again. It's second and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you...
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. Going to go right back to Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Taking off, and he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Cavante Turpin on the return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and For this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got his man at the 6. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
So the decision to go for it on fourth down pays off. Really well executed, nice job by the offense. But now you got to come away with a touchdown. You want to reward your coach for the aggressive decision-making by coming away with 6.
He keeps, and he's into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown, Dallas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Ravens out front. We're back to Arlington in a moment. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll present to the 21. Malik Hooker there on the tackle. Here's second and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Back to throw, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Back to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First down, Prescott. This is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Prescott now. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole. Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put them in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That's taken in, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a play on 4th and long. 36 yards.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. He'll get it inside the 20. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Prescott again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently.
It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Gonna return this from the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Here's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On first and 10, Jackson. He's got it at the 7, to the goal line, and in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. On the ground, here's Henry. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Ravens are in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll go again here with Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's gonna bring up 4th down. Now it's Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the give, here's Henry. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. We will have a Ravens first down. We're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Here's Henry, able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 9. Aguilar goes off in motion. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. Now Jackson, and he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the plane. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. They'll run the sneak. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. Ty Johnson now to return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. A lot of mess on the move here. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Allen looking to throw this. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And that return comes to an end as they touch him down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's on the move. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Taken in by Dobbs. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Forced out to his right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's go now.
Reed's got it. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
From the 19. This finds Dobbs. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers tie it up late in the 1st. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
So here are the Packers attempting a 2-point conversion. He's throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. On now is McManus to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers will take over at the start of the next quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. We're at 6-all on the scoreboard. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. That throw behind his intended target.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Buys time, rolling right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. And he's out of bounds at the 16. Going to be a long field ahead for them on this possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Running on first here with Jacobs. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Packers parlay the interception into points. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw for Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So second down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Man in motion here. Allen on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at fourth and long. They are going for it. Allen. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10. Here's Allen. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. First down of the game for James Cook. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Pressure coming. It's Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. So they're left facing third and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down all the way to the 3. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Cook. Runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills making a one-score game before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Jaden Reed to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Thrown on first down, Love. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers. Love from the gun. This is reeled in by Reed. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it, adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Loves to throw again. It's a Green Bay touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Packers might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready.
One final shot before halftime. He's trying to push the field. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Bills are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Bass now to kick this away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. Press all 80.
Willis looking to throw. Watson with the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
18 Cardinal.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On second down, Jacobs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Watson, quick pass wide. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They've got first down from the 31.
19-18. Let's go now.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 11. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers grow the lead now to 22 points. On now is McManus to kick this away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. So they'll decline this and take the result. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Allen looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. The rookie from Georgia.